Hello friends, welcome to Vitish Academy, and today in this presentation we are going to discuss about system of equations. So here we have to solve the equations x plus y is equal to 3 and x minus y is equal to 1. So first let us write over here the given equation x plus y is equal to 3. And now let us write this in the form of y is equal to mx plus c. So here if we transfer x to the other side, we get this equation as y is equal to minus x plus 3. Now let us consider the other equation x minus y is equal to 1. So here if we transfer minus y to the right hand side and 1 to the left hand side, we get this equation as y is equal to x minus 1. So we observe that both the equations are in the form of y is equal to mx plus c, which is a slope-intercept form. Now here we have to draw the graphs of this equation. So first let us consider the first equation y is equal to minus x plus 3. So here we can find the ordered pairs of this equation with the help of a table. And here we are going to assume the different values for x and find the corresponding y values. So if we consider here the x value as 0, then we get here the y value just by substituting in the equation y is equal to minus x plus 3. So if we substitute, we get minus 0 plus 3. So by adding minus 0 and 3, we get here 3 as the value of y. And now let us assume the x value as 5. So we get here the y value as y is equal to minus 5 plus 3. So here minus 5 plus 3 would come as minus 2. So let us write minus 2 over here as the value of y. And now let us consider the x value as minus 1. Then y value would be minus of minus 1 plus 3. So here minus into minus 1 would come as 1 plus 3. So on adding 1 and 3 we get 4 as the value of y. And now let us consider the other equation y is equal to x minus 1. So here there is a table and here we are going to assume the different values for x and find the corresponding y values. So if we take the x value as 1, then y value would be just by substituting in the equation y is equal to x minus 1. So we get here y is equal to 1 minus 1, and here we can cancel over 1 and minus 1, and therefore we get the value of y as 0. And now let us consider the x value as 4, then the y value would be 4 minus 1. And hence 4 minus 1 would be 3. And here if we take the x value as minus 3, then the y value would be minus 3 minus 1. So minus 3 and minus 1 would come as minus 4 as the value of y. Now let us represent both the equations in a graph sheet. So here we have x-axis and y-axis, and we have considered the scale of x and y-axis as 2 units. So here first let us mark the ordered pairs of the first equation y is equal to minus x plus 3. So the first order pair here is 0, 3. So we get a point on the y-axis over here. And then for the order pair 5, minus 2, we get a point somewhere here on the fourth quadrant. And then let us mark a point over here for the next order pair minus 1, 4. And now let us join all these points. So we get a straight line, which is the straight line for the equation y is equal to minus x plus 3. And now let us mark the ordered pairs of the equation y is equal to x minus 1. So we have here the first ordered pair as 1, 0. So as y coordinate is 0, we get a point on the x-axis where 1 lies. And then we get a point somewhere here for the next ordered pair 4, 3. And then we have the last ordered pair as minus 3, minus 4. As both the values are negative, so we get a point in the third quadrant over here. So let us join all these points. So we get here a straight line for the equation y is equal to x minus 1. And now observe that the straight lines of the equations y is equal to minus x plus 3 and y is equal to x minus 1 intersects at a common point 2, 1. So this would be the solution for the given equations. Now let us check whether this solution satisfies the equation or not. So first let us consider the first given equation x plus y is equal to 3. So on substituting the value of x as 2 and y as 1 here, we get 2 plus 1 is equal to 3. So on adding 2 plus 1, we get 3 is equal to 3. So here we observe that LHS is equal to RHS. So the solution set 2, 1 satisfies the first equation. And now let us consider the other equation x minus y is equal to 1. And now let us substitute the values of x and y over here. So we get here 2 minus 1 is equal to 1. So 2 minus 1 would come as here 1 is equal to 1. As here LHS is equal to RHS, the solution set 2, 1 also satisfies the equation 2. So this was a basic introduction on how to solve the equations using graphs. Hope you understood the concept. Do like and subscribe to vtishacademy.com. Thanks for watching. Have a nice day.